Pinugutan ng ulo ang isang 12 taong gulang na babae sa Toledo City sa Cebu. Natagpuan ang biktima na nakatali sa puno sa may bulubunduking lugar.
Nakita siyang pugot at nakagapos sa puno. Aresado ang suspect na second cousin ng biktima. Babala po, sensitibo ang balitang ito.
The story of Crystal Joy. In Toledo City, Cebu, life usually moves quietly. Afternoons are ordinary. Children head home before sunset. Neighbors know each other by name. But one afternoon changed everything. This is the story of 12-year-old Crystal Joy Abarquez, a bright young girl whose life was cut short and whose death left a community searching for answers. On February 11th, 2026, Crystal Joy stepped out of her home like she had many times before. She was a grade 6 student, cheerful, respectful, the kind of child people describe as full of promise. There was nothing unusual about that day. She was expected to come back home. She didn't. As the hours passed, uneasiness settled in. Her phone couldn't be reached. Messages went unanswered. By nighttime, the worry had turned into fear. Her family reported her missing. The next 8 days felt endless. Relatives walked through nearby streets calling her name. Friends shared her photos online, hoping someone had seen her. Volunteers searched wooded areas and empty lots. The entire community seemed to move with one goal: to bring Crystal Joy home alive. Police began piecing together her last known movements. CCTV footage soon became a key part of the investigation. In one clip, Crystal Joy can be seen riding on the back of a motorcycle. It would be the last confirmed sighting of her alive. The driver wasn't a stranger. He was someone she knew, a relative. Investigators later identified him as 27-year-old Raul Lagares Villapina Jr., her cousin. At first, he appeared cooperative. Reports say he even joined search efforts while she was still missing. But as more footage was reviewed and witnesses came forward, doubts began to grow. What happened after that motorcycle ride? Where did they go? Why didn't she come home? Then, on February 19th, the search took a heartbreaking turn. Near the boundary of Barangay Ibo and Barangay Kabitunan, a resident contacted authorities after his dog returned home carrying what appeared to be a human foot. Police rushed to the area. The scene that awaited them was devastating. In a forested clearing tied to a tree, they found the body of a young girl. It was Crystal Joy. Her body had been exposed to the elements for days. Authorities said she had been bound using a drawstring from her own clothing. The reality of it all was almost too painful to comprehend. For more than a week, her family had held on to hope. Now they were faced with the unimaginable. Investigators carefully documented the scene. Forensic teams worked to determine the exact cause of death. Every detail mattered. And even before official findings were released, attention turned to the last person seen with her. Later that same day, police arrested Raul Lagares Villapina Jr. Authorities stated that CCTV footage and witness accounts placed him with Crystal Joy on the day she disappeared. He denied the accusations. He insisted he was innocent. But investigators said the evidence told a different story. A murder case was prepared. As the legal process began, the questions only grew louder. Was this planned? Was anyone else involved? What really happened between that final motorcycle ride and the moment she was found in the forest? For her family, this isn't just a case. It's a desperate search for truth.
Unsay nakaon niya nga giunana man niya. Huwag akong tuyo lagi ipagawa sa pulis gani ako gani na siyang panitan. Oh. Panitan ko na. Kundi gani pabitay na ko na nas fountain ay.
Sabahis yung kayo siya. Paaski-asin pa siya nga si mutabang siya pangita. Di siya dyan niya kung ano ni mo. Di dyan kagawa sa prisuhan. Malata po ka dito sa prisuhan. Sama sa imong gibuhat sa akong anak.
Across Toledo City, grief quickly turned into calls for justice. Candlelight vigils were held. Parents held their children tighter. Neighbors demanded accountability. What made it even more painful was this. The suspect wasn't a stranger. He was family. That betrayal cut deep. Tragedies like this ripple far beyond one household. They force communities to confront uncomfortable realities about trust, safety, and how vulnerable children can be, even among people they know. How can children be better protected? Could warning signs have been seen earlier? And will justice move fast enough to bring even a measure of peace? Authorities continue building their case. Autopsy results, forensic evidence, and testimony will all play a role in court. The justice system will decide guilt or innocence, but no verdict can change one fact. A 12-year-old girl is gone. A family lost their daughter. A community lost a child they watched grow up. Crystal Joy was never meant to be a headline. She was a student whose classmates now see an empty seat. She was a daughter whose mother waits for answers that may never fully ease the pain. She was a young girl with birthdays ahead of her, graduations to celebrate, dreams still forming. Instead, her life ended in silence, in a wooded area far from home. But her name is still spoken. Her story still matters. And in Toledo City, one message echoes clearly: justice for Crystal Joy. As investigations continue and the courts move forward, the community waits. Not just for a verdict, but for the truth. Because behind every case file is a real life. And behind every statistic is a child whose voice should never be forgotten. For Crystal Joy Abarquez, may justice be served, and may her story always be remembered.